President William Ruto will meet with his Kenya Kwanza elected leaders in Naivasha to outline his legislative agenda, including the plan to reverse the high cost of living worsened by an increase in fuel and power prices, as well as rally them to speedily approve his cabinet secretary nominees. Leaders who spoke to the nation yesterday disclosed that at the meeting today and tomorrow, Dr. Ruto will use the opportunity to rally his team to expedite his agenda in both the Senate and the National Assembly. Dr. Ruto is eyeing key House committees to be controlled by MPs from his camp except for the Public Accounts Committee, the Public Investments Committee and the Committee on Implementation, which are reserved for the coalition that has not formed government. In a text message sent to Kenya Kwanza leaders and seen by the nation, the MPs are required to arrive in Naivasha before lunchtime. It is also expected that they will discuss the House leadership. The retreat will also discuss the unveiling of the cabinet members and how the MPs will be required to accelerate their vetting to allow the president to roll out his bottom-up economic agenda. Sources in President Ruto's camp have confided in the nation that he is likely to unveil his cabinet immediately after the retreat. Another agenda during the retreat is to discuss how best Dr. Ruto and Parliament can reach a formula to lower the high cost of fuel after suspending subsidies. In the latest monthly review by the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, the price of super petrol has gone up by 20 to retail at 179 per litre in Nairobi. Diesel is up by 25 to retail at 165 per litre, while kerosene is up by 20 shillings to retail at 47 per litre. Kilifi North MP Owen Baya said they will put their house in order to have ease of delivering on their campaign promises. Kimilili MP 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗧 added, "We're going to retreat for the sake of having people who will be majority leaders in both houses and who will be in the committees. We are a team managed through consultation." With Garissa Township MP 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗪𝗓 set to join the executive, the majority leader in the National Assembly is set to be taken over by Kikuyu MP Kimani Ikhung'wah. Those who spoke to the nation disclosed that Mr. Ikhung'wah has intensified lobbying among the MPs so that he becomes their leader tasked with the role of government business in the House. Before the Jubilee purge in the 12th Parliament, Mr. Ikhung'wah chaired the Budget and Appropriations Committee of the National Assembly, a powerful entity that bears great influence in national budget making and how public finances are expended. The 51-member committee whose chairperson must come from the ruling coalition is the Parliament's central role in budget making. It is mandated to oversee the budget decision-making process from formulation and approval to implementation and power to investigate, inquire into and report on all matters related to coordination, control and monitoring of the national budget. Therefore, the chairperson of such committee has to be one who is ready to focus on government agenda. Despite the Azimio coalition being the majority coalition in the National Assembly according to Registrar of Political Parties and Nderitu, it will not produce the leader of the majority and majority whip because of defections that happened after the elections. Emgwin MP Joseph Lomanjid yesterday maintained that Dr. Ruto will use the retreat to underscore the need of the Kenya Kwanza MPs to help his administration push an agenda which affects Kenyans directly. At the top of his agenda are the housing project and national hospital insurance funds. Dr. Ruto promised during campaigns that no Kenyan will be paying hospital bills since all will be insured, and now, he wants his MPs to come up with legislation on the same as soon as possible. During his inauguration on Tuesday, Ruto announced that contributions to the NHIF will now be restructured to reflect the income of individual contributors. To deal with the huge challenge of youth unemployment, the president said his administration will roll out a social and affordable low-cost housing program, targeting an average of 250,000 units a year. Most of President Ruto's agenda requires speedy legislation, and that is why he is out to keep his MPs on toes after raiding Mr. Odinga's camp to give him control of both houses.